I was in the Army. I got there through ROTC at the University of Maine, where I went. Originally started out for a 2-year hitch, but one thing led to another, so I stayed for 5.
We have 3 sons.
5 grandkids, going from 26
Yeah.
down to almost 12.
Yeah.
We're about to celebrate our 60th wedding anniversary.
It goes by quicker than you realize.
In December of 2023, I was diagnosed with mesothelioma and referred to Dr. Bueno in Brigham and Women's here in Boston.
Coming to Boston for cancer treatment was something that was not really an option because the best treatment is here.
The Boston medical scene is unique in this country, what we call the medical mecca. Very deep expertise in very specialized areas. That's why we attract patients and physicians, the best physicians and the best minds in the world.
We looked at the medical facilities close to home, and it is a relatively new facility, but they don't have nearly the services that Brigham and Women's has.
The problem is the cost of being here.
We had about a 3-hour trip from home in Maine to Boston.
Either on a bus or in the train or driving, and then 3 hours back. And that, very rapidly adds up as an expense. But an overnight would have been even worse.
There are countless of patients like that who drive, take the train, some fly from all over the United States. And maybe their insurance can pay for them to be taken care of here. But nobody pays for them and their family to spend time before surgery while they're having all the tests, after surgery when they have to recover. And sometimes people can stay in the hospital for a few weeks after surgery, sometimes months. Having the Fisher House Boston for them to stay at is just remarkably important.
When we first came down to see Dr. Bueno, I was naive, and my expectation was that maybe in a week or a week and a half, I'd be home recuperating. It didn't turn out that way, of course. When we were here, he handed us a notebook with resources. One of the resources was Fisher House Boston. Well, Fisher House Boston provided a place for my wife to be close to me in the hospital.
And it is literally around the corner. Talk about convenience. 10 minutes and I was on whatever floor he was on at the time.
The ability to have the family around the patient's treatment and recovery is irreplaceable to help support their morale in the hospital, reorients them, encourages them to get stronger and get better.
It's a brutal recovery from the surgery that he had.
In the hospital, I roomed with some other patients who did not have the support of a loved one coming in. I did. To me, it was wonderful. It was part of my recovery. It's part of the reason I think I'm here today.
If it hadn't been for the Fisher House of Boston, I wouldn't have been with him every single day. It would have been 2, maybe 3 times a week, and that would have been it, unless I could have found a way to sleep in the lobby of the hospital. That would not have been my choice. But it might have had to have been, had it not been for Fisher House Boston. We thought he was going to be discharged to go to Maine, and it wasn't that. We went from 3 weeks to 4 weeks to 5 weeks in the blink of an eye. And I sent a text message to Jen DeLuca, and she said, don't worry, it's all covered, you're set. And they gave me everything I needed.
It gave me the reassurance to know that she was close, she was able to support me. She didn't have to worry about the cost, which is a big relief to me.
You never know when you're going to need the service that Fisher House Boston can provide. I think one should never turn their back on the fact that they could do something for that organization, because maybe it won't be you, maybe it'll be your son or your daughter or your grandchild. And so consider them for a donation.
It's our military, and it's what we owe our people in uniform. They support us when we need them, and we need to support them when they need us.